Hello. Today we're gonna demo a short proof of concept of the integration between Debricked and Value Edge. This integration will not only allow us to inject detected vulnerabilities as security defects in Value Edge, but also compliance issues. An example of a compliance issue would be if a library depends on a license that does not comply with our company policies. So let's demo that. In order to set the integration app, we first need to go to the Automations tab. Here we must create two rules, one for security issues and another one for compliance. I've already created them, so let's open them up to see how they look like. For the purpose of this demo, let's assume that the ISC and LGPL 3.0 licenses do not comply with our company policies. So I specify if the license is one of those, trigger our integration server. And that's it. And it will be the same for security. For security, we just specify that if we find a vulnerability that is at least low on one of our repositories, we should trigger our integration server. After we set this up, we can go on and scan our repositories. To do that, we go to the Repositories tab and we scan, for example, one of our repositories. After the scan is complete, a webhook would be triggered, which in turn will tell our integration to inject the defects in Value Edge. So let's see that happening. If we refresh the page, we will see that a bunch of defects have been generated on the Value Edge side. Some of them are compliance defects, and another part of them are security ones. Now we have one of two options. For a compliance defect, we can select it, click on the More section, and we have a new button here named View in Debricked. If we click on it, a new page will be opened with the dependency that generates the compliance issue. If we want to see more details on the Value Edge side, we just click on the ID of the defect, and the details page of the defect will be opened. Here we can see details about the repository, the branch commit, the dependency that generates the issue, and of course the license that's problematic. If we scroll down, we will see that the type of the issue is compliance. This is done automatically by the integration. Of course, once we have the defect in Value Edge, we have all the benefits of using Value Edge. We can track the defect, we can assign someone to it, and so on. So let's do just that. I'll assign myself, for example. If we're not satisfied with the details provided in the description section, we can also access the Debricked page from here. We click on the More section, and we also have access to the View in Debricked button here. So let's just click on it, and we'll see that it opens the same page. For security defects, the logic is the same. We can either select the defect and then click the View in Debricked button. This time, the page will contain the CVE details, or we can click on the ID of the defect and see the details inside the description. For the security defects, we have the most important information like the CVSS scores. Of course, the repository branch that generates the problem, the dependency, and some more data that's fetched from Debricked. The type of the defect will be security, and now we can also assign an owner for this defect, for example. And the same applies for the security defects. If we want to see more details about the CVE, we don't need to stay in the list view. We can also access the button from here and access the CVE details. Of course, once a large number of defects have been injected in Value Edge, we can leverage all that Value Edge has to offer, like generating dashboards, tracking the progress, and deciding on various KPIs. And that's about it. Thank you.